Are black people still getting mad over blackface?
Man, sit your ass down.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mel, Mr. Get on Your Nerves, Mel on Mars, whatever you want to call me. Just call me. It's time for the SYAD of the week. The SYAD of the week is a segment I do each and every Saturday where we tell the stupidest person of the week too.
Man, sit your ass down.
And that's right, we got our major candidate today. Guys, if you don't know, it's been this thing that's been going on for a very long time called blackface. I'm sure all black people know about it. And I don't really want to get into the historic facts of blackface. You can look it up yourself if you don't know. The fact of the matter is, still here in 2020, people are losing their jobs, their livelihoods for doing blackface. Not necessarily wearing blackface, but not agreeing with what people say about blackface. Case in point, we have Miss Megyn Kelly here. And she fine. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, I know she look good. Megyn Kelly, as a year ago, lost her job on a news station. I don't know the top of my head right now as I'm talking to you, because I don't know Megyn Kelly other than her being fine. But she lost her job because she had a simple conversation about blackface. Now, her question was, why is blackface racist? Now, you can call her naive, you can call her stupid, you can call her ignorant, you can call her whatever you want. But on her freaking show, she should have the right to say and ask a question for clarity. But yet, and still, she got booted off her show. And you can tell she's mad about it. You can tell she's mad about it, as I would be as well. If anybody else been fired from a job where you feel like you were inappropriately fired, yeah, take a little while to get over that. You know, you got people who may say, I'm just a guy trying to show you something. Let the Lord use you. He gonna use your hardship to bring a glory to you. I don't care about that mess. It hurt when you get fired when you feel like you shouldn't have been fired. So a year later, Megyn Kelly is still pissed off that y'all got her fired. When I say y'all know what I'm talking about. Black people, not just black people, but all y'all liberals, anybody who's always offended, find stuff to get offended about, just waiting for something to get offended by. Yeah, y'all got this lady fired. And it's ironic, she brought up something this week that I was actually talking to a group of my bandmates last week about. Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. Y'all know, Iron Man. He did a movie years ago with Adam Sandler. Hilarious movie. I'm talking one of the top 20 comedies of all time, I would say, if you give it a chance and watch it all the way through. Not only had Adam Sandler, had Tom Cruise, I can't think of nobody else, but anyway, he had a lot of good people in the movie. He wore not only blackface, he played a black man in the movie. Now, that's what the comedic part come in. He was an actual white Australian actor, but he was so much of a, what they call it, where you got the actors that get too much into their character, that he just became a black man 24/7, whether they were shooting a movie or not. Because the point of the movie, they were shooting a movie, and he just was too much into his character. So when he did that, and the point I mentioned last week to my bandmates, I was like, what if they did a Tropical Thunder Part 2? Could that movie survive with him doing that same character here in 2020? The point of the matter is no. Heck no. Ain't no way. Robert Downey Jr. will be shut down. They'll find a way to retract all the money from Iron Man 2, 3, 4, 5, all the other Avengers. They'll find a way to rob this man of all his money. He would never be able to work again. The Dr. Dolittle movie be taken out the theaters immediately. That's how they do white people when they make a mistake. But this is no problem, and this is who get the SYAD. Black people. Yes, you get the SYAD. Does blackface still offend you? I don't have a problem with blackface. Why? Because it was never directed towards me. I don't identify with my people. I don't have a people. That's what I don't understand about y'all. Y'all identify, y'all have one people, y'all isolate yourself off of something that you can't control. I don't have no people. I love everybody. That's what you should do. One of the hardest things you can get a black person to do is tell them and ask them, just ask a black person, you love white people? They're gonna say, I love everybody. But do you love white people? Oh, not all of them, you know, I love the good ones. Black people, that's why I say we don't need no reparations, we don't need no payback, we don't need nothing. The payback and the reparations that black people received is the complete autonomy to say whatever the heck you want to say. You can straight up say you hate white people in the middle of the street, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you. There's a reason why people say the N-word, but they can easily say cracker. It's a reason why people can say hunky. But back in the Jefferson days and All in the Family, if I'm getting the shows correctly, they said the N-word and hunky or and cracker together. And they both was a rebuttal to each other. And they both had the same meaning behind them. So what we're trying to do is hold a standard and hold this thing called white guilt over white people for something that didn't even affect you directly. Megyn Kelly should never have lost her job. Never. Over a question. Asking what's wrong with it, what's racist about it. Maybe she really did not know what was wrong about it. And quite frankly, I asked that question non-stop to people. What's racist about it? We misinterpret racism. We mispresent racism to the point where we don't really know what racism is when it hits us. Majority of things that we go through and experience is just a lack of understanding and altogether prejudice. It's not always racism. More often than not, it's just a lack of knowledge and prejudice. The fact of the matter is we just not around each other enough. Black people don't go around each other enough. White people don't go around each other enough. You ever be around that little girl, that little toddler, white toddler? Black people go around that white toddler and she just be looking at you like, what is that? She don't know what you are because she ain't been around you. But you can put her around a black little toddler around the same age. She may be confused for a little bit, but she realized she see herself in that same little baby. But you gotta get to a point where we hold ourselves accountable the way we try to hold other people accountable. And nobody's more lethal than black people. We don't want you to get suspended. We don't want you to, take a leave. We want your job. You gotta get fired. It's straight bullcrap. You ain't do nothing to help me get this job. So why you gotta have influence on getting me fired? That's all I don't understand about these major networks and companies that be reacting to liberals when the liberals weren't even watching Megyn Kelly in the first place. Especially no black people. Black people couldn't put Megyn Kelly out of a lineup. Period. Well, why in the world she get held accountable for that? But white chicks, the Waynes, can have white chicks. How many Eddie Murphy has done bits? He's a white person with a white face. Dave Chappelle, Martin, Jamie Foxx. every comedian has done whiteface. It's not the same. I don't get it. So for anybody who agrees that Megyn Kelly should have lost her job, Anger Man, please tell them what they need to do.
Man, sit your ass down.